Racing Podcast. It's the ultimate ride where the rubber meets the road and the sparks fly wide. From wrecks and wins to what's going online, we cover it all every moment in time. Fights in the pits or a hero's last stand. If it happened at the track, you'll hear it firsthand. Tune in and buckle up tight, cause the Bench Racing Podcast is your fun night.
Hey there, Post Derek here again. Yeah, I'm really sorry about the audio quality for this episode. The struggles were real with technology, where these interviews are, 20 minutes, 30 minutes long, but it was actually more closer to an hour, just trying to troubleshoot and figure everything out. So I'm really sorry about the quality. My mic is soft on David McKellips' interview. And then Chad, his audio was cutting in and out for a little bit. We got that figured out. I did have to actually cut out one of the questions because of how bad it was. But and then he had a hard time hearing us. So there's going to be a little echo, but that's so that he could hear us better on that side. So really sorry. And hopefully you enjoy this episode because this was 2 great interviews. And we'll have to have him back on for sure once I figure out the platform that we're hosting on. So yeah, awesome. Well, thanks for listening. Peace.
Okay, here we go. From the top before we have any other issues. All right.
Don't jinx us.
I have to pee.
Dude.
All right.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Thank you for tuning into the Bench Racing Podcast presented by Beth Trzynski, Michael Olson, and myself, Derek Crane, where the talk is fast, the drama is real, and it's all about racing. Proudly sponsored by Finn and Louie's Pizzeria, Dirtex Industries, and Spreckers Brewery. So start your engine, boys and girls, because it's showtime. We have a little different episode planned out. We got David McKellips and Chad Stouthamer making guest appearances today. David McKellips, Bandit champion, and Chad Stouthamer, Lightning Sprint champion. So we're just going to ask some questions, do a little interview. So first of all, Hot Wheels Dave, how has been the off season so far?
It's not off season. It's getting ready for next season.
Exactly. How's the fall been treating you?
Well, just besides a disappointing last race for the Hot Wheels car, but it was good and then it was not.
Michael was there. Yep. Those spring rubbers will get you.
No, they'll get you.
Yeah, they'll get me. Oh, man.
But it's my fault, so I'll never live that one down.
Neither will I. So we're in this together, buddy.
Except it showed up on your record, not mine.
Yeah, it did. Hey, Beth, what the wingless guys think about that? Not that anyone cares, but
From what I've heard, I mean, there wasn't much talk. It was like, oh, damn, Derek got disqualified. I wonder what for. And they're like, why is he running spring bumpers and Bandit? And I'm like,
rubbers?
Yeah.
Well, because, the fender cars, the technology is at a higher level.
Yeah.
Shocks and springs, we just have torsion bars. Cars, yeah. So you had at Wilmot Raceway 1 win, 5 top 5s, 8 top 10s, and 8 features. You won the championship by 17 points over all 3 of your cars, right? Kevin second, Jesse third.
I think Carrie might have been third.
Ooh, yes. I forget her. Of all people to forget.
Wow.
I think it was me, Kevin, Carrie, and Jesse.
Yes. Yep. You would be correct. Wow. And yeah, all 4 of your cars had top 5 finishes throughout the year. That's awesome. So we'll start off with Beth with some random questions. All these questions that we've made are just completely random. So could be pertaining to racing, life, whatever, goofy questions. You know the deal here. We take it very seriously. So Beth, take it away.
All right. What made you start racing?
racing. A long time ago, it was pretty much derbies got me into cars and stuff, and then Days of Thunder. Days of Thunder was just great. I just loved it. But I just started probably before I was even 6 years old working on derby cars. And I loved messing with derby cars. I always had to spray paint stuff. I actually, when I was really young, playing around with spray paint cans that didn't have the nozzle on it and sprayed myself in the eye with spray paint. And the guy who I knew as Dad that long ago grabbed a can of WD-40 and sprayed it in my eye, and it instantly took the paint away. So remember that if you get spray paint in your eye.
Beth doesn't put it in her eye; she just eats it.
Yeah.
Here.
Well, it doesn't look like she does spray paint. I've seen some pretty rough people out there.
Oh yeah. Michael, what question do you have for him?
Yeah, I guess mine kind of goes further into life than the start of racing. It goes into the season. So, like, a lot of people know that, you maintain a lot of cars throughout the year. You guys got 4 yourselves. As the season got closer to the end, and like you were watching the championship kind of like come closer and closer, did it change your approach at all? Like, did you start focusing more on you than the others, or was it kind of the same throughout the whole season?
I'm sorry, say that again.
So
I'm sorry. I totally thought you were talking to somebody else.
Yeah. You're the man of the hour. This is all about you, Hot Wheels.
I'm sorry.
As championship night got closer, did your approach on how you maintained your car to the other 3 change from the start of the year? Like, did you start focusing more on yourself, or was it still kind of the same all the way throughout the year?
No, I wanted them to keep going and do better with them. My car was always on the back burner, always. I didn't really care where I ended up. It just was going to be what it was.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
so Jesse's car, Carrie's car, Kevin's car, Jimmy's car, not that it was out there a whole lot. We as a team, it's always my car's last, and we just send it.
I like it.
Yeah. When I drove the car, they were like, this is the most he's ever worked on his own car, which is just a testament to how much detail that you put into Jesse's and Carrie's and Kevin's. One of my questions for you, if you could pick a driver to win the championship, which McKellips race car would you want to win over you?
Jesse.
Good answer.
Good answer.
No, I mean, that being said, and I told you guys both in the fall races that if it wasn't for a DQ, I would have beat her this season by 2 points.
Yep.
And that would have been the best way to lose a championship, because I've lost 2 the past 2 seasons because of mechanical failures, and I had those again this year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but still, you rode on. Yeah. Yeah, I like to say, like, championships are not won on your best nights, they're won on your worst nights. Mm-hmm. So if you can turn that, did not finish into even if it was a 12th or something, that also helps. And yeah, you're definitely one of the fast cars. We lost Michael for a second. Hopefully he hops back on here. But Beth, what's another question you have for him?
What's some of the hardest things you have to face in Bandit racing?
Besides people like Beth that say bandits.
Okay, I've very much matured. I've matured.
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah, she has matured over from episode 1 to episode 20 now. She's got some good questions.
I'm gonna go with this year. I learned something from other drivers, but Derek, and him getting in my car and realizing I need to not care as much, and I'll win more races.
I still care.
No. I don't think that you don't care, but as a racer, yes, throughout this whole season, I don't want to wreck. I don't want to wreck a car. I don't want to wreck that car because I'm going to have to work on that car, or I just want some clean racing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that really took me down this year.
Gotcha.
So yeah, that I kind of used what I learned after the season was over, and I'm going to use it for next year. Thank you, Derek. And I have to say, even Ryan Johnson, Tiny Horse, I see some of the stuff he does in his car, and I'm kind of tired of hearing his name, but
yeah, he's got a really cool nickname.
I got my own nickname for him, but I can't really say it because you're gonna have to edit it out. But it does involve Tiny Horse. Just said it a different way. He is so smooth most of the time, and I could see him do things with his car that I know I can do, and I'm just afraid to do it sometimes. And I lost races because of it.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, there's some races where I'm sure even Michael can contest to like you got second, but then you kind of think about it like, man, maybe if I just went in just 10% harder, like would I have wrecked? Maybe, but I might have not been passed either. Those are
Exactly.
I finished second way too many times for my liking.
Yep. Should we get our next guest on? He wins a championship with all seconds. Next question.
Yes, like I guess the main question really, and I can't believe nobody's asked it yet, is like, great for a long time. Like, how does it feel that you
time out?
Yeah, you're breaking up, Michael. You're breaking up.
What the fuck?
Don't act like me.
All right, am I good
I
now?
left earlier.
You're good now.
Yeah.
On my one screen, it says that your internet is poor.
Oh, just like us.
I
I
can
have
hear
no
you.
freaking clue what's going on.
Yeah.
This is why you don't mess with stuff that's good. Michael.
Yeah. All right, Michael, try it again. I think you're back.
Okay. So, obviously you've been racing for a long time. Like, how does it feel that you finally did win a championship? Like, has it really sank in yet, or are you still processing it?
It has in ways, in other ways it has not, because I don't feel like I really won a championship. It's because of our car count and who got in on the membership. It doesn't feel right. I don't feel like I beat the best of the best. And and I'm trying to make next year go a little bit better, and I want to bring the best of the best back so I can do it right.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. Who is your favorite driver to race against? I love the live reaction of unscripted. Just say it.
I want to say my wife.
Good answer.
Because I know she's fast, and she always says that she's not going to get me when I know she can. And hopefully that, fuels her a little bit more. Mm-hmm. But I like racing against pretty much all of my teammates. Racing against Craig Kreiser, sorry. Because I know he's
in my book.
Kreiser.
I was like, wait, hold up. I've been pronouncing this wrong my whole life.
I know he's fast, and Tiny Horse, all of them. Everybody that's fast, I like racing up against. And when I beat them, it's the best.
Mm-hmm.
When I watch videos, and I'll watch a million of them in the off season, and see me pull away from the fastest cars, that's it.
Yeah.
But racing door to door with my wife is something not a lot of people get to do.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
So that's the best.
For sure. All right, Beth. Last question for you for our Hot Wheels guest, David McKellips.
What's your pre-race ritual?
I hope like everybody's car is going to hold together. Because I don't always get to work on everybody's cars. Kevin does a lot of his own stuff, and he helps out with the other cars too. But when I can't put my hands on one of our cars, which is their car, everybody owns their own car now. When I don't put my hands on it, I literally pray everything holds together.
Yeah.
To please let us do good, and please let us all be safe, most important.
Yep. Michael.
What does, say, 3 to 5 years down the road look like for you? Any plans of trying to make a move up, or gonna stick with the 4 cylinders?
I've actually been wanting to move up for years, but my thoughts are, if I can bring more and build more 4-cylinder cars to bring more people to the track, that's more important to me. And they can move up, and I'll keep doing what I know how to do. I almost bought a couple of street stocks. I'm thinking one of them might have been your old one, Olson. Which
There's
was it a
of
couple of years ago? You were selling one? I don't know if it was you though. Craig got a hold of me and said that somebody was selling a car because he was getting married. I don't think that was you, but it might have been.
Definitely wasn't me.
Okay, well, somebody was selling a car, and I thought it was somebody that you guys know. And me and my wife talked about it, and we're like, let's buy it. And then it was sold before we could get it. And that was the last one. And now it's just like, I'll just stick with what I know. I definitely want to move up, but I don't know what it's going to be and when it's going to be. Now that the kids are doing kid stuff, it's expensive.
Oh yeah.
And the kids are going to take priority of moving up.
Yeah, and if they enjoy it, it's something special to bring them up from not racing to knowing everything that they know about racing. Now, a little lighthearted question to end off our little interview here with Hot Wheels Dave. If you could cook a main course to impress a new sponsor, what are you making?
What?
If you had to cook a main course to impress a new sponsor, what you making?
If I could cook a main course.
Yeah.
If you could cook a dinner.
Yeah, or cook a dinner, yeah.
Oh.
Chicken Alfredo stuffed show.
No. Definitely going to be the best ribeye steak ever.
Ooh.
Ooh, give 141 a run for their money. Okay.
That sounds good.
I'd give you money. Question.
I kind of want steak now.
Yeah. Side question, Beth. What would you make?
I can make some. Okay, mac and cheese. I can make killer mac and cheese.
Killer
Mac and cheese.
Okay.
Homemade mac and cheese.
Michael. What you gonna make, Michael? And his internet is dropping. Oh my goodness. I'll go. I will make Salisbury steak because mystery meat is delicious with buttered noodles. Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. Oh man.
This is why Michael can't get nice things.
Yeah, man. I don't know what's going on, but I always feel like we never have an issue. Well, we do, but they're like so minor that the episode just runs through, like doesn't affect it.
Yeah.
But then just the good ones, like the
Whenever we have guests.
Yeah, the guest or the live show, and we have freaking issues, man. All right. So, Hot Wheels Dave, you got any sponsors that you want to thank?
Wow. There's quite a few sponsors that I'm always bad at remembering all of them. But my primary sponsor is Walter Inc., service forklifts and a lot of other different equipment. I mean, I've gone as far as working on lawnmowers for them. So,
Okay. Nice.
Blifford Lumber and Hardware, and those are the main ones that support me. But as a team, there's so many.
Mm-hmm.
I could Mayor Repair. Carrie got us with Mayor Repair, and there's so many. It would take me too long to even find them all. If I'd have thought about it, I would have had them, set aside.
Yeah, sorry. I always like to.
But a lot of this was all last minute, and we had to figure out, all the stuff. We should have pre-raced this one. Did some practice time.
Ran a practice session. Yeah, man. I am sorry the technical side. Like I've been thinking about.
Well, now we know.
Yeah, now we know. Yeah, because now I'm definitely thinking about going away from the platform that I'm using to a different one. The one that Babbitt's uses, because that one's pretty easy, and it works with PC and phone really well. So for the people that are listening, this program has a hard time with the phones, with the privacy settings. Like it doesn't give any auto prompts. It just doesn't allow the camera to turn on, which so when the camera doesn't turn on, then it just doesn't let them to hop in.
Just use tablets.
Seriously. Yes.
Yeah, just use tablets, and I won't try to use the cell phone again.
Yeah. So yeah, now I got because we lost Michael. This is, this is like the night where you're like, it's going to be a great night. We got a great base setup. We're going to go out there. We're going to go qualify top 3. We'll run top 3 in our heat. We'll probably get a top 3 in the future. And everything that can go wrong is going wrong. But we're going to power through it because that's what race car drivers do. And do you have anything for us or anything you wanted to talk about for the 2025 season that we didn't ask or that you'd like to bring up?
I really want to just thank you for doing all this. We all look forward to watching these, and just thank all 3 of you for what you guys are doing. And I'm hoping Beth's gonna like 4 cylinders a little bit more now. Mm-hmm. It is hard for us. I don't think that it's cheap because this sacrifice is all the same. I really appreciate you and your show and all you're doing, all 3 of you. And hopefully, the rest of racing, the racers can have a little bit more respect for some of the 4-cylinder drivers. And I don't want to say you have to respect them all because I don't.
Yeah. Yes. No matter the speed, you should still respect the quality of work that goes into each car, whatever that is, a 4-cylinder, 410, wing sprint car, modified, whatever. Because we're all starving the same. It's just at different divisions. But yeah, I think Beth's starting to hate street stocks now because she doesn't talk crap about bandits anymore. So that's pretty cool. So awesome. All right. Well, we're going to take a real quick ad break. And on the other side, we're going to have Chad Stouthamer. I'm really excited to be running DirtX Industry Parts this year. And just a reminder that you can be a part of something awesome by subscribing to dirtxind.com. Not only will we be running their top quality products, but you can directly support our team by subscribing at www.dirtxind.us. Subscriptions are just $5 or $10 a month and come with awesome perks like discounts on parts and merch. Entries to win thousands of dollars in prizes every month. When subscribing, be sure to enter DCR in the coupon box or notes. This helps us gain even more support from DirtX Industries throughout the year. Every subscription helps Crane Racing stay on the road and at the track each week. There is no limit. Anyone can subscribe and make a difference. Thanks for your continued support. See you at the track. Now back to the episode. Welcome back to the Bench Racing Podcast. Now we have our interview with Chad Stouthamer, 2025 Lightning Sprint champ. Man, what a part-time season for the Lightning Sprints. It's a shame. Hopefully you guys get more races at Wilmot because the Lightning Sprints are a real hoot. But yeah, Chad won the championship. With 0 wins, 5 top 5s, 5 top 10s out of 5 features. He won by 20 points. You have a traveling feature win, right? Or 2?
I got 1 with at Sycamore.
Sycamore, nice. Well, congratulations. And that was at the beginning of the season, right?
Yes, it was the second race.
Okay. Now, I was there at championship night at Wilmot, and man, what a battle between you and Heinert. It was Petska or Strain that still had a slight chance at it. I can't remember.
I think it was Petska because Strain didn't enter the Wilmot point because he wasn't going to run the whole season. He was planning on running Fidget, so that he wasn't part of the point fun.
Gotcha. Okay. So you coming in against probably the 2 heaviest hitters in Lightning Sprint history at Wilmot Raceway. What was like your game plan going into championship night?
Well, I started my night off by giving Mark a hug, and I said, "Whatever happens, happens." And the funny story about it is, Mark used to work with my uncle's Ford sprint car. He used to straighten out, so we had kind of a relationship before I met him racing. And he helped set up the whole car, give us our benchmark the first year, which was last year was my rookie year. Now this year we came out in the championship. So it was a big moment to be able to beat him. But I also felt a little tension because, like I said, he taught me everything I know, taught me the setup in the car, and then to go out there and beat him in the future was huge. And I know it was going into the night, he had a 1 point lead, and then he had some problem. He spun out and did all kinds of stuff that made him fall back a point and came ahead. So
write this down. Okay. All right. Chad, what was the sketchiest moment of the 2025 Wilmot season, if there was one?
It was actually the last race of the year at Wilmot. Mark had some issues. He had electrical issue in his ECU, and it shut his car off. As soon as he got past me, it shut his car off. Well, I was running on the outside of him, and he thought I would dive on the inside of him. So he stuck his hand out and went towards the wall. And when he went towards the wall, he pinched me in between his right rear and the wall. And I jumped tires with him and went straight up in the air. And I got road rash all side of my rims. I went up against the wall. And somehow the car landed on all fours and went down, and I kept going. But it broke my Jacob's ladder and bent my front right rim and my right rear rim.
Wow.
So
And you still finished.
And I still finished. I think I got third overall. I was still able to finish, but it definitely put a limp into the car. It didn't feel right after that.
Okay. And let me ask, was that your worst finish of the year at Wilmot? Was third?
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Your worst finish of the year was third?
I think my worst finish of the year at Wilmot, I think, was fourth place.
Washed up.
Yeah.
I thought we had a great driver on. Worst finish fourth. Get out of here. Beth, what do you got?
What's your biggest goal when it comes to racing?
My biggest goal is probably to keep moving up. I don't know if you guys are aware, but we did buying MSA 360 this year, so we are retiring the Lightning Sprint, and we're moving up into the MSA 360s next year. And like I said, both my uncles used to run 410s, and I don't think I'm ready for that yet, but maybe the future brings that later on. I don't know. So
Yeah. Wow.
That's good.
Side question with Beth. At the end of 2026, after racing 1 year with the MSA Chad, what is a result that you can be like, that is, I can go into the winter really, 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 really happy?
I would like at least one heat race win and possibly one feature win. I actually raced the MSA 360, the last race of the year for the sprint car champion, and that was my first time sitting in a full-size race car, and I went quick time in my group. So I'm hoping that gives me good vibes for next year and pushes us in the right direction, but that's really what I would enjoy a lot, is at least one or two heat wins and one feature win, because I know it's a good group of guys and it's really competitive.
Oh yeah. You got Davis and Schmidt. Who else is there?
Yeah, Davis is. Yep. And Gaydon's, Donnie Gaydon.
Cripe. I just like calling him Cripes. Cripes. Every time they announce his name, Cripes.
Yep.
All right. How did you get into racing?
So, Back in, I'm going to say it was 2009, Beaver Dam used to do dirt go-kart racing. And coming from the racing history that both my uncles raced a 410, my uncle thought would be a good idea to get his 2 kids and me into a dirt go-kart. And that was when I was in high school. So we ended up going out and buying 3 go-karts, got involved with it, did that for 3 years, and then I was right at the age of graduating high school and ended up buying my first house. So then racing kind of got pushed off to the side because I wasn't exactly sure the direction of my future at that time. Mm-hmm. Well, then, years went by, and I still had a passion for racing, and I started going on Marketplace, and I saw a lightning sprint for sale, and I'm like, oh, that would be fun. And I looked at it a couple times and wasn't sure exactly what I was going to do. And then about a month later, I decided to go and buy it and try it. And that was 2 years ago. And that's kind of how I got back into it. Now, like I said, it's kind of spiraling from there. I'm hoping to just keep running with it because now I got rid of all my other hobbies and now picked up racing kind of. So
it sucks everything else dry on racing. Everything
else
around racing.
Yep, I sold all my other toys and now it's strictly racing. So
yep. Beth.
What is your favorite sprint car driver?
What is my favorite sprint car driver? Ooh, I'm gonna have to say Kyle Larson. He's pretty hard to compare with. He's one of those guys that just bangs the boards and never lifts, and you give him any car, anything he drives, and he's fast. And that puts him at my top of the list. Next, I would have to say Rico. Rico Abreu is right up there with him. Very talented individual in the sprint car. I don't know him to run too many things like Kyle Larson can, but he's a very talented sprint car driver.
Oh yeah. Who's your favorite local driver?
Who's my favorite local driver? I am gonna have to say Scotty Neitzel.
Neitzel. Okay.
And reason being is, as I know Neitzel from when my uncle used to race, so he raced with my uncle. I actually did another podcast, and it was with Scotty Neitzel, and we picked up. I remember going to the racetrack when I was 6-7 years old and talking to him, and like I said, it was picked up like he never forgot who I was, and I root for him all the time. I know he's the old Iron Man, so
yeah. Neitzel's a good shout. I got 2 questions here, and they're both more a little on the lighter side, but I'll ask this one first. Do you prefer to get fast time or go 10th to 3rd in the AMA?
I prefer to go 10th to 3rd. Okay. I'm not one to qualify. I got a lot better qualifying than I have in the past. But I never do good on the track alone. I like to chase somebody because then you know how much you can push it, or you know where the fast line is, or so forth. So I like to pass the cars and know I'm going fast, and rather be the only one on the track and try and figure out if I'm fast or not.
Yeah. Nice. And then Beth, you don't have any more questions, right?
No.
Okay, perfect. My last question is because you're in the car, so I don't know if you know this, but Mike Babbitt calls you a 15-year-old. So how old are you actually?
It's funny. Every time he does something, I know he calls me a big bender too, and a 15-year-old. But yes, I am actually 32 years old, and I turned 33 November 20th.
So. Ooh, happy early birthday.
Wow. Thank you. So, and the funny thing is Mike,
16.
Mike should know my age because back then, again, he was the announcer when both my uncles raced, and I was on his podcast, I think 3 or 4 times as well. So
Yeah.
he still mixes it up. But they also do the same thing at Wilmot. They always put my number on the screen and say I'm 55 when I'm actually 5S. So when I look at the board, I'm like, well, is that me or is that Mark? I don't know. So
if you're gonna get mixed up with someone, Mark's a pretty good guy to get mixed up with.
Exactly. So
because I saw you in the pits, and I was like, looking at you, I'm like, how is he 16? Like, he's got a great beard for 16. Because I couldn't put this out until I was at least like 20. Like, he's got a great beard for 16.
Yeah, that's funny. Funny.
So you're going MSA racing next year. Are you still running the Lightning Sprint here and there? You're selling it? You're just keeping it?
I think we're gonna kind of see how it goes. It is up for sale. I've had one interest out of state, but if I end up not selling it, I probably would jump in it a few times. One of my best friends worked on the pit crew with me. I would like to throw him in it and see how he would do if we end up keeping it. We've also talked about possibly doing like a rent-a-ride for Lightning Sprint to try and get some of the younger generation that I guess if you want to say can't afford to buy one right now, just to try it and see if we can kind of grow the Lightning Sprints that way a little bit. We've kind of talked about it. We haven't 100% put a plan to it, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. So we got a couple options if we don't get rid of it.
That you mentioned the Lightning Sprints to like grow more. What do you think is going to happen for people with Lightning Sprints because they're selling their car?
Oh man, I don't know. I caught wind of a little bit that Steve Sinclair was going to take over the group for Larry, and with that, he had a couple different intentions of how to try and grow the group and make it what it used to be. Like I said, last year it was awesome. I think we had 18 to 22 cars every night at Wilmot. This year they kind of fell off. There was a lot of tensions in the air. There was, I don't know, it was just different this year, and you know, it isn't that much fun racing against 10 or 12 guys, knowing that you can beat the majority of them on any given night. So like I said, it would be awesome to try and grow it back to that 18 to 20 number. I can't tell you what that would 100% take, but you know, maybe the rent-a-ride would be a start towards something along that lines. You know, get some newcomers in there that, you know, try it out and then they end up liking it and then they go buy one. That's kind of my train of thought of the whole thing. And kind of see. I know the motors are an expensive issue right now because they just keep going up and up and up in price. With anything with racing, I guess, you know, and
the purse stays the same or goes down.
Right? Yeah, the purse stays the same or goes down, or the entry fee goes up, but the motors keep going up, and you know, that's causing a little bit of issues with the Lightning Sprints, because I know it used to be a user friendly where you could get a motorcycle off the street, you know, a salvage yard one for $3-4 grand, and you know, throw a tune in it and make it go. You know, now to be competitive, you know, you're putting $13,000-$14,000 in the motor, and it just doesn't make 100% sense sometimes, you know, to do that.
Put you on the spot here. Chad Stouthamer is the new Lightning Sprint president. What would be your first rule change or procedure change that you would make?
I think the first rule change that I would do is, I think personally, I think I would outlaw the new motors, because the new motors are taking all the people that enjoy just doing it for fun out of the game because they're so expensive. And by the new motors, I'm saying 17 to 24 Gixxer engines in particular. Those are the top dog. Those are, I have that engine, Petska has that engine, Mark has that engine, Strand has that engine, and then everybody else doesn't quite have that engine. They are doing Hondas or older Gixxers, which they produce good power, but they're not the top engine. And with that, there's a price tag. So I think if we kind of managed the engines and not allowed the people to upgrade to go to those expensive engines, it might kind of bring the group back together and make it more reasonable for outsiders to join the group.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? More of a reasonable starting point for racing.
Yeah. Because it's like one of those things. It's like, where do you want your guys to go? And
Exactly.
should be for every president. Like, if you're trying to groom the next, Jacob Irwin, Colin Sivia into the world of outlaw drivers, you would have to put them at those motors so that they can go out and travel and be competitive. But to me, the Lightning Sprints is one of the core classes at Wilmot. So you have to protect the drivers and teams from themselves.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and it just recently changed. My understanding is the new motors just kind of people started getting them the last 3-4 years. And then I feel like that's kind of where it's starting to fall apart a little bit, is before everybody had 2015 or older engines that didn't produce as much power, so there wasn't a advantage point to the guys with the new ones. And it wasn't about who has deeper pockets or, who has more backing than it. It was more or less having fun, learning how to drive, and dialing in your setup,
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, would you say Wilmot is more of a horsepower track compared to the other traveling tracks that you run at, or would you say that that's pretty average?
I would say it's pretty average. I would say the highest horsepower track that really takes it is going to be 141.
Didn't see that one coming. Okay.
We never lift there. Wilmot, it kind of depends on how the track is. We lift every now and then unless there's a cushion. The one that Jacob Irwin won, I think, was second to last race, and he was moving extremely well and fast that night. And I wasn't lifting at all, but I kept bobbling the cushion, and it would throw me back, and not able to catch him. And he was just running a flawless race and never made a mistake. And because of that, he was able to come out on top.
Oh yeah.
But I would say yes, 141 is probably the fastest, and then I would say Wilmot, and then the rest of the ones. Sycamore dries off, really gets real dusty and stuff. So those are more lifting. Plymouth, you're lifting, and Beaver Dam was wide open, but that was the first time we've ran that in 7 years. So I wouldn't say that would be a regular track for us.
Yeah. Last question, and then we'll let you go. Was there a race at Wilmot this year that keeps you up that it got away from you? The win got away from you.
First race of the year.
Okay.
First race of the year.
Okay.
It was me and Tucker. I started second row outside, and Tucker started second row inside. And by the first lap, me and him I was 1, he was 2, and it was a really damp night, and my my lens on my helmet kept fogging up. So I kept having to take my hand off the wheel and flipping up the visor, wiping it and flipping it down. And it was about the third time that I flipped my visor up. I lifted, and Tucker went by, and that was the end of it. And that was the first race. And it was. I wish I could have that one back. But yes, that would be one that I wish I could go back and do.
Yeah, I hate that too. You start to panic breathe. You're just worn out. You're like, and then visor, and you're like, nope. If I breathe like that, the race is done for me.
Yep. So then I ended up running with the visor open, and then it's hard because I got the dust and the rocks, and you got to be careful. But so I just kept on opening it, shutting it, and yeah, that was the worst because it was real damp that night, and the moisture was going back into the track, and I mean you could tell, I forget what month it would have been. May 3rd. Yeah, May 3rd. Yep.
Wow.
So it was right in the beginning of the year.
Oh, man, you could have had a little bit more of a breather going into the championship night.
Yep. No, for sure. I agree. So.
Oh man. All right. Well, thank you so much, Chad, for taking time and allowing us to interview you. We wish you well in 2026, and congratulate you on your championship in 2025. Beth, you have anything else? Because we're gonna wrap this episode up finally. Yeah, sorry for all the technical difficulties with sound. I'm just a race car driver that likes talking about racing with my friends and other racers in my basement. But yeah, so hopefully it wasn't too bad. But yeah, so it's not like we had. If you missed it, Michael's not here because Wednesdays he can't record, but we had technical difficulties yesterday, and we wanted to really get Chad in here because it was the third time we scheduled with him. The first time I had an earache, I had to cancel. The second time we had technical difficulties, and it was just working out better for Chad for today. So yeah, hopefully everything works out for the next episode. The next episode is with Brandon though, and sound is a little off too, so apologize in advance for that. But that's it for this episode of the Bench Racing Podcast. We thank you for spending your time with us and look forward to talking with you more next week about racing. Until then, peace out.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
It's the ultimate ride. It's the all night.